welcome back to the Mountain House Project Part 2. So this week we will be filming the build, and the trick is, do we finish? We only had 2.5 days. I've got my friend here. It's a big order, but yeah, stick around to the end and see if we finish the whole kitchen. Well, things are coming on. It's work. So yeah, there it goes. I'm so pleased with the colour. Looks quite nice. So it's going to go lovely. This sort of. That's going to be the all the way along the top. And yeah, slowly getting there. So I've got all the skirt, all the bottoms to. So I'm just putting the doors on. I've got all the handles to put on. Then I've just got to level it and screw them two together. And then make the drawers. And we're nearly there. I'm going to get this done today. Got to get it done. I'm not going to. So tomorrow it's just all the wall. But yeah, as you can see, there's a little gap, so I've got to move it around and play around and pull that away. I'll probably move it away from there and push it up against this wall. So yeah, and the other good thing, the unit we want all the way along there with sliding doors. My mate is going to do that for us. So apparently you can buy the sliding door kits from Practica. So I'll go and try and find them, and then he can just make us the surround and everything else, and yeah, and then get it real dark colour like this. But yeah, I'll come back to you when I've got that slightly put back together. Okay, I think that's going to be me it for the day. So not bad going for someone who doesn't do this sort of. So yeah, I've just had the security all round. They've been checking up and measuring up and stuff. Seems like a better system than what we've got at our other house. So this one's all wireless sensors with long life batteries. So which last minute they've got like a 5-year warranty in the little batteries. So yeah, that's going to be a lot better. No more messy wires everywhere. And then I can remove them when I want to paint and decorate. So, but anyway, back to the kitchen. So, see where we got up to. So, we've got bases in. So, everything's in. I've just got to connect these two together, screw them together. I think I've got some special bolts, and I've just got to go under and adjust them and get them level, if you know what I mean. So before I screw it all together, it's all got to be adjusted underneath. I've got the plinths there, they're ready to go on. These must be for these cupboards. But yeah, it's coming, and the colours looks all right. Like I say, I can't wait. It's gonna, with the darker wood, all the way along the top there, it's going to look awesome. So it's going to be the same length again. So yeah, really chuffed. It's not, it's not a fancy one. I mean, it's not a fancy soft close one, but I think this whole kitchen was under £400. I think it was €400. It was really cheap. So it's a 2-metre one. And it comes with a worktop as well. So it's got a worktop for there, and that's your sink area. So we've got like one of them Belfast type sinks. So I've got to cut it out and do some modifications. But yeah, it's coming on now. I'm getting quite giddy now. I just want to get moved in. Well, I am moved in. I'm living here for the next 3 days. So this has got to be finished. I need it done. So yeah, once it's, I've got all these have got to be adjusted as well. But I'm just going to make it all first, because all the tops will all need adjusting and getting the gaps moved. And that takes bloody forever. So But yeah, I thought that was a drawer, but it's not. It's like a little cupboard, which is going to be quite a handy little thing. So, cooker's got one unit underneath that as well. And yeah, so the height of this as well, like we were saying, we can get a little microwave up there if we need to. We don't really use microwave much, but there's just a couple of times we've just realised we could do with one. So yeah, there you go. One kitchen coming on. And so far I'm a bolt missing. I hate that. Just missing one screw for there, and they had to be special ones. So I've been through the pack, I can't find it, so I'm just keeping on going until I come across it, but I've looked everywhere. So there's one missing. Normally you get extras of stuff, but yeah, I can't find it, so I'm gonna have to modify and get a little screw for it. So yeah, day one. We've got 2 more days. Well, I might be here longer yet. Depending on how much this system's going to cost, they said they can come straight back and fit it. So they may be back tomorrow or next week. So I'm going to be staying here over the weekend. Well, what are we on now? Thursday. So Friday and Saturday, definitely. So I'm either back Saturday night or back Sunday. I've got to go back to pick up the worktop on Monday. So we won't be back until Tuesday here to get on with every other job. Well, we'll see what I can get on with. So we ain't got much done today because he's been helping me with jobs. So, but yeah, I'll show you there when he's sort of finished tomorrow. It's better that way. Get to the end and see if he gets his tiling done. So yeah, it's going to look nice. Back feeding our friends. Hello, you lot. There's Big Mama. Come on, WGP. Yeah. Come on. Get it then. This is very scared, that one. Get it before the other one gets it. I'll just have to shut this to separate them. They're not allowed next to each other. I think there's another one on the way down. Here comes the other one. Come on. Breakfast time. But yeah, it's a shame, bless them. Needs something doing. I know Bournemouth to Bulgaria are doing something about like dog neutering. It really does need pushing in this village. Apparently, like I said this before, apparently I've heard that all municipals have a budget to do it. I don't know if anyone's asked around this one. We don't like asking and stuff, but yeah, desperately need some neutering going on, because there's 2 dogs I know so far have had puppies, and I can't find the puppies anywhere now. So if you remember Big Mama, the big dog, not seen her either. So she did have 4 puppies, then we only saw her with 2. So, I mean, all we can hope for is somebody's taken the dogs, but no one's addressing the problem, and that's neutering them. And then it will stop the actual, growth of this village and every village. So the black dog you just saw out there has just had a load of pups. I saw them, and I've never seen them again. Like I say, one got run over out here. That was the Big Mama's ones. But I did see that a few weeks later, so I don't know what's going on with. Hopefully there is somebody involved in the area taking the dogs, but yeah, they've got skin problems. Well, the black one has. It's got the fur problems, so the other one's just laid in the road. But yeah, we don't know where the other dog's gone, but yeah, this one's lost a bit of fur. both of them on the back there. Oh, a little grumpy. You want to be lucky. You've got a mummy and daddy that feed you every day. They don't. Yeah. Rough. You still hungry? You got any biscuits left? So this is one of the ones that's had pups, but yeah, where they are I don't know. Hopefully they're alive, but I don't know if they was down. But yeah, you gotta watch these two as well. So we used the plastic ones, but our metal ones, when it was here, they picked them up and ran off with them. I had to chase them down the road shouting until they dropped them. So there was our special bowls we get for our dogs. We can put a lid on, so if they've been here or wherever we are and we're going out, you know, travelling, and we want to take the food with us instead of chucking it, you can put a lid on. Yeah, the little sits took it. Got them back, but one's a bit chewed up, so I don't know. What do you say, Rox? You're a very lucky doggy, aren't you? Yeah, we took you in as a rescue. So yeah, mine was a little rescue. She was lived with a big family of other dogs, and because she's, what's the word for her? A little pain in the ass, probably. She at the time, yeah, all the other dogs kept attacking her. One ripped her to bits. And yeah, they showed me the photograph, so they had to keep her separated all the time. I got her when she was 5, and it was a black Labrador what attacked her. So when we see big black dogs, no, she doesn't like them. She makes a lot of noise. So yeah, unfortunately, this is a sad side of Bulgaria. Every village has got it. At some point, I know ours, we don't see it, and a lot of dogs roam free, but there is a lot of dogs. So when I say that roam free, the owners just let them roam free, and they do have a place to go to. Like our neighbour, I mean, you know, he's got 5 or 6, and they were all roaming everywhere, and then he starts chaining back up again, and then, you know, you start getting all the whining and the barking. But yeah, it's better if they just, you know, if we know which ones, if they get, because what they do, they tag them. Once they've been took off the streets and neutered, they tag their ears so you know it's a stray, and they've been treated. So, but now it's tick season, and Bulgaria is seriously bad for ticks. So ours have got are on treatment and on next guards. So, but yeah, there's no hope for the other dogs, unfortunately. So there we go. Sad start to the morning, but hey, right. Day 2, build a kitchen before I go home. So yeah, don't you start scratching. We don't want you having ticks in here. So yeah, I'm not going to show you bathroom yet, because nothing's really been, well, I can, because nothing. So, what we got? So yeah, we've got it all marked out. Tiles are going down. We've got the drain in. So yeah, he's on his way back this morning, and yeah, start tiling. Well, I'm not, but that's going to be the fun bit, cutting all around there. But yes, and the other thing, I don't know if I mentioned, so these doors, what we're going to restore and keep, we're now going to have a PVC one made up for here now, identical. So we've changed the mind with the sliding door, because we need to make as much room as we can there for the stairs, and it's going to bring it in more. And then hanging it onto plasterboard, because we didn't build this was already done, so there's not really a lot to go into. We could have put a big beam behind there, so we got something heavy to screw to, so I think over time it's going to pull it. So we're going to keep it all the same. We've got a PVC door there anyway, and like I say, this upstairs is going to go sort of modern-ish, but for now we're going to keep these doors and restore them. So not long now until we move out of this bedroom. So it was supposed to be last week, so much has gone on, but now the kitchen's done down. Well, it's not done. I managed to get the cooker in and like the fridge and the tables in. So like last night, cooked me tea down there and sat down there. Was sat down watching telly, yeah. But decided now my back's bad, so I come laid up in bed and put the telly up here. So right, let's get started for the day. 8 o'clock. Had a crap night's sleep. Bloody headache. Just not happening. Mojo's gone. So, right, day 2 of the kitchen build. I don't know what to start with. Do I start with a worktop? It's when I start getting out of my comfort zone, when I start having to cut. Because it's not a cheap worktop. So we've got the worktop and the splashbacks all here. But yeah, I've got to chop a good bit off it. Or do I carry on building? I've got a feeling I'm going to carry on building. I think at least if I get all the cupboards built, everything's ready for tomorrow to be fitted, I can play around with this. My only worry is the splashback. I'm going to have to watch some YouTubes. Hello, you. Solve. So I have to cut the backsplash perfect to this. That can't come out. That's going to be fun. There, it's looking good. Still got to adjust everything. I think, yeah, get these top cupboards done, and then they're done, they're built. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do today. Well, so I'm going to start building all the top cupboards, get them out the way, all the wood's gone, everything's done, and then we do the 2 bits last. Hopefully get a better night's sleep. And we tackle this tomorrow with position. And then probably watch some YouTube videos on that splashback, because like I was saying, I've asked my mate as well, and he's like, lots of measurements and hope for the best, because he did mess up in the kitchen, he said, even doing that system with drilling the holes in the ceiling. So yeah, lots of measurements. So there must be an easy way. I've got an idea. I just need to know where the centre of that plug is, because then you can just measure out the square hole. Because if it's just out, it's going to look odd. I've got a few millimetre tolerance, but that's about it. I mean, I was hoping the whole plug will come out and I can screw it on top of it, but it can't, unless I can get another type of plug. Better ask him before I start chopping that up, if there's a way of just poking the wires through and doing a complete new plug. I don't know, because it's to do with the backing of it, how it all fits into the drywall. I don't know. I don't do electrics. So, watch this space. Nomad. Yes, they do. They do surface mount, but they're big and horrible and square. But can I get away with it? I think that might be the way to go. It's only one plug. I'm going to look online and see if I can find. I don't care how much it costs. It's only one plug. It should be alright. But I know in England they're quite a big boxy thing. I know flush would be better, but my carpentry skills are pretty zero. I don't even know if my blades are any good for cutting even wood on the jigsaw yet. But that would solve a big problem. I've only got to drill a hole, poke the wires through, and do a surface mount. I think that might be it. I suppose I can always, yeah, because I could always cut it out afterwards. You can get them little cutter things. I'll have a think. Right, bottled it. We're going flush mount. Just been chatting to a mate upstairs and he was like, I know, it's awkward. So, we're gonna hunt for something flashy. We could even, if there's enough wire, because I'll take this off and see how much wire there is, I might even be able to build in one, if I can get it low enough, one of them push downs and pop up, because this is only going to be for the kettle. So yeah, like I say, this one's a hidden one. We might even put the coffee machine in this cupboard as well. And then there's that one, but these are all hidden. Well, that one, we just left them in anyway, because it's handy for maybe charging stuff. And then that one's for, like we said, for all the lights we're going to put up in here. We've got a double socket behind here, so we can run something up there. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to bottle, definitely. Right, one cupboard unit done. Now we've got to sort out all these wall clips. Right, last cupboard for the top. Lucky enough, they're in two big long ones, so that's a bit of a bonus. I've got one problem. So, because we brought the ceiling down in the kitchen with the new floor, with the new ceiling, on about 10 centimetres too short. So the splashback's going to have to be cut. Yeah, I don't know the best way to do it yet. I don't know whether to put the cupboard units right up to the top ceiling so they're flush, and then mark it the distance. Hopefully it's all square, or I just trim down, because it'd be nice to get a bit of an air gap along the top just so it can get there. But fun. It's the problem with old houses and low ceilings, and yeah, I never thought of that. So hopefully my hand is quite steady, because all we've got is my Work Pro, what I got. So let's get that laser fired up later and try and make it so it's the same size. It'll be fine. Lucky enough, there's up the top there's going to be a light strip anyway, so if there's any uneven little bits it'll be covered, and the same below, it's going to have a strip that goes all the way around anyway, so which is a good inch, so you'll be right. We'll sort it. Right, one base done. Just got to tack the back on now, and then start thinking about doors. Right. I'm at a loss. I think there's a wrong panel. Unless I'm cracking up, I've checked everything. So this is the dilemma I've got. So door there should be 3 doors on here, right? That's fine. 2 doors on that one, that's fine. We've got 5. So 1 door on there, yep. And I've just solved my problem. I've just solved the problem, what I had. So I was looking for how they're going to open. And then I've got to here and it's like, but there's nothing there. They've got to have done something wrong. Yeah. That's the holes for the... Oh man. So I've got to strip it. I've only got to unscrew these and then move that. Actually, I might have to swap it. Yeah, I have to swap it round. Actually, that one. Oh man, at least I found the problem, because I was having to, like, where's the holes? Don't take building tips from me. Right, let's dismantle it again. Right, disaster solved. So that's the last unit done. All I had to do was just spin that round. Yeah, it's because I was thinking there was holes there and there was holes there, and then it's like, no. So these don't have any handles. They, when they fit, it just leaves a lip at the top, well, at the bottom to pull it. So it makes it a bit cleaner, a bit smoother, something different. I suppose you could always fit handles to them, but yeah, got to leave it stripped now because I've got to lift them onto the wall and screw them up. So the other problem we've got is how we're going to do it. Where's the... So we've got to do something like this. Can't find it now. Gonna have to put a wall anchor in, because we've got quite a big gap behind that wall because it's plasterboard. So I'm going to put some plasterboard screws in, but they're not going to be the main holder. So before we fully finish it, what I'm going to do is through each one, I'll probably put 3 in just along, drill the hole straight through. I was just trying to find it, I can't see where it is, just to show you what I'm going to do. Here we go. So something like this. So basically these are for concrete. Drill a hole through, push this in and bolt it to the wall, because you need a big gap, but that might not be big enough yet. So we're just going to get the basics up. Going to put the plasterboard ones like butterfly connectors in for now and leave them all empty. And yeah, we'll slowly go from there, but hopefully they fit. Got to do some experimenting yet and drill hole through. But yeah, that would be a bonus, because then it'll be well and truly solid to the wall. Then you can put weight on, but it will be sat on the boarding, the backsplash anyway, so that will hold a bit of weight, but you just don't want it pulling away from the wall. So the plasterboard's not the best, with enough weight it'll come. So right, let's get sorted. Right. Worktop time. So this is our worktop, and it's bloody heavy. So look enough, it's all trimmed all round. So I just need to chop off any end, it doesn't matter, because I can spin it round and put it in. I've checked all the sides, make sure everything's perfect, pick the best side. So yeah, so if I chop off that end, that will end up in there. So yeah, just got to measure now and cut and find a T-square. One worktop on, absolute perfect. Even though it was all not square. So yeah, so that's done. We might have a plan for that socket, so we have to trim it down. It's going to be too big, but base is done, finished. Just got to screw it together now, and yeah, start building it upwards. Right. There's the sink, so that's what we're going for. We've got a nice tap. Got to work out where we're going to put it. But yeah, then that gives us a nice big worktop then. Have to get this level. Now I've got to sort the doors, which is a pain. So I've got to chop 4 centimetres off all these backsplashes. Not sure how to tackle it yet, whether to put all the boxes up and then measure. I don't know. I'm thinking I might put all these perfect along the top, and then we know what size splashback then to build. So we don't want any gaps on the top. Now onto my potato. Sink time. So that's the outline. I wish they did a template. It's so much easier. So now I've got to measure that. And yeah, marked it on there. So now we've got to go 20 centimetres in. Right, hole cut. Do you think it's going to be a first time or not? I think we might need a little bit there, but right, let's give it a go. Well, not too bad. It just needs a little sliver off just to get it to sit. But well chuffed for that. Right then, let's see. Did I finish the kitchen? Has it all been done? You've obviously been watching all the bits going up together and doing all the sink. We got the sink. Plumbing took a while. We've still got just to finish off a bit of plumbing. But apart from that, let's have a look and see if we got it done. So that will be a fat no. Unfortunately, we didn't. We've got the sink, like I say, sink's not sealed in, but we've been messing around with plumbing and stuff, and the problem is we have got is our hole, because this house is underground, this is probably road level, so our pipes are sort of about here, and this plumbing we got from this with this sink is quite low. Don't know if you can see. So it's not all there, but yeah, it's very low. So we've got to do a modification on that, and we just need to get some bits. And the other problem was, what we can't do is bolt these up. So all I have to do is just bolt them 2 units up, and then I can connect all the doors. The only problem we had was the fixings. So this is plasterboard, and we don't want to just screw into the plasterboard. So we've got near enough decent ones. We wanted these big, long, I forgot what you call them now. I ain't got one to show you. Bolt. So you drill into the brick, you bash it in, and it's on like a great big nut, and when you screw it and tighten it, it flares the end up in the brick and it's solid. And we was going to do that, but that's a big cavity, and we need something 200 centimetres long, 180 possibly. So we've come up with a new idea, and the mate's going to pick some up this weekend. So he's going to be back Tuesday and help me fit them all, because he's working upstairs. And yeah, I'll show you what he's been doing in the next video. So this video is just the kitchen, but we've got a working kitchen-ish. The stove's working, the fridge is... I cooked my dinner last night. I'm going to be doing my dinner tonight and everything. I'm just basically going to go around, tidy everything up now and get organised. So, oh, that was the other thing. Yeah, we got the tap to put on. So that's going to go there. We just need to get a hole cutter. I left mine, so another little thing. This is the problem with tools at the other house. There's little things you don't think of. And I've got a whole box full of all different sizes. So again, that's going to be a Tuesday. Well, I'm back Monday with the new worktop for upstairs. Oh, it's raining. No, I wanted to have a bonfire. So, yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get it done. Not for the lack of trying. I've got all day tomorrow as well, but yeah, we just haven't got the parts to do it, and I need someone to help me as well at the same time. So, we've got to cut down the splashback, redo the switches. We've got a new way of doing that now, so we don't need to get a surface mount one. Hey, Roxy, are you coming in because it's raining? So yeah, next week will be finished kitchen. That'll come in the next video and show you what's been going on in the bathroom. So we will have all tiled and everything. It's all looking brilliant up there now. But obviously it's got to come back and grout. We've got the water tank to fit. That's going to be another awkward one to work out how to do. Ah, here was these anchor bolts. So this is just far too small. So this end goes into the brick wall, and when you tighten it up, this all flares out. So it really holds it. It's almost like a rock climbers type thing. So that all flares up. But yes, we need bigger, but we're not going to use them now. So, like I say, these other ones, proper drywall type brackets, and it's metal, and it's like a big screw, and it's like a butterfly in the back of it. So he thinks that should be better because it's going to spread the weight a lot thicker. It goes inches out. So yeah, there we go. But it still looks nice. So still lots to do. Lots to do. But yeah, we're getting nearer the fun bits now. It's like I've got curtains, all them have all been done and picked up, but I can't put them up because it's too dirty and mucky. We need to totally clean, so that's my job tomorrow. I'm just going to be cleaning, and that'll be it. So I'm not going to be worth videoing any of that, unless something really good comes on, but that'll go into the next video. So I will leave you there, guys, and if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, subscribe. You never know what you might find. Some good information. Oi, come on up. Come on. Dog sat in the rain. Come on. Yeah, because like I say, on the stats, it's like 70% don't actually subscribe. And if you all subscribe, I can get another house. Right. Catch you later, guys.